Bloodseeker picked up for Haven Liberty. You know, we've seen some Bloodseekers go off. Obviously, we saw, you know, some Bloodseekers do a decent job throughout the event. It's a hero that kind of comes online very quickly. I think the same can be said kind of here with Enchantress and Tiny. You know, these heroes, I would say Tiny maybe not as much. He needs a Blink Dagger, but Enchantress, the damage output with the Impetus early on is definitely felt at that like level 5, level 6 kind of area. Even level 1, you know, you get Enchant all of a sudden. Level 2, you get Impetus. Definitely opportunity for kills. If you can get the Enchant and have a Blood Right down, it's a lot of damage real quick. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's boring. It's boring because we've seen it before. We see too much of the Queen of Pain. It was exciting at first. Everyone was going, offlane Bloodseeker. Yeah, you press the Rupture button. Blood Right's on the floor again. Yay.
Ooh, okay, well, not a new hero completely, but a different one. Drow Ranger coming in.
Where's my patch? That's what I need to see. I want to see a patch.
How long have we been on this patch?
Not that long.
Well, I mean, kind of. I feel like it's kind of been a while, right? Not many things were changed. It's not like we've had a whole revamp. It's just been some small things here or there. I want like a massive post-TI style patch. I feel like technically we're in the post-TI era, even though there's no TI.
Yeah, we had our pre-TI patch. I want my post-TI patch. Just change things up a little bit, make things exciting, make people start guessing again, you know? But either way, Haven Liberty thinking on what they want this next pick here to be. So they definitely need something good on the back line. They want to be able to run at this Drow Ranger. They've okay tools to it so far. Bloodseeker being able to run. Now there you go, your backline killer. You got the anti-mage. He's not super interesting, but again, they've mixed it up a little bit from these constant Spectre, Faceless Void picks in the save lane. I'm happy to see Anti-Mage. It's a little bit different from what's super commonly picked, and it's good against what they got on Infamous. Anti-Mage actually quite good against Earth Spirit in lane as well. Again, he's somebody who doesn't trade that well, Earth Spirit. He more so just wants to mess up or mess with the poles, bring the creeps around behind his tier 1 tower between tier 2 and 1, and make a nuisance for the enemies, so to speak. I'm not sure how the Earth Spirit's going to lane this one. I feel like no matter where he goes, he's going to be kind of miserable. Unless Haven picks a very weak, susceptible to gank mid-hero, he's going to have an awful time. But, yeah, Infamous is worried about that. They ban out the Kunkka. They probably want to ban out a Dragonite or something like that as well.
Would they ban the Invoker?
That's a valid point. Yeah, Invoke would be all right here as well. Just something that plays a little bit faster and can be a frontliner. Help your anti-mage to get online and run at the enemies, and again, not have to worry about the Earth Spirit rolling in, kicking you back, and slowing you down. I'm thinking about this one pretty hard, though. I do agree with the Kunkka. But again, Dragonite might be a bit too slow. Ban out the Broodmother. They're worried about that one. See, it's as angry as I am at seeing a Broodmother pick. I wouldn't hate to see it here because it has. I don't think we've seen it yet this tournament.
Ooh,
no.
Puck. Okay, so Puck.
Finally,
a little bit of difference. We've seen Puck like once, and it was a good Puck game. Yeah, it's been banned out a lot. A bit of a good Puck game when we saw it last time. Like 3-man Dream Coils, it seemed like every single time. It's exciting. Finally, something different. That's why this game. Queen of Pain offlane, TA mid. I'm gonna say it. Here it is. Don't zone it out, Neph. It's happening.
TA?
TA.
Here? Now?
Yeah. Right now.
You know, it does work with the Drow Ranger. You do run into that issue that you don't really have a frontliner, though. The Bloodseeker is going to be dealing with everyone pretty well at the start. You're completely wrong. It's the counter to the anti-mage.
Whatever. Slardar, a different hero.
That was such a bitter whatever. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Bkop. I don't mean to shut down your ideas.
Somebody pick TA, goddammit. Pepita is going to be on the Slardar. And, yeah, I mean, Slardar, Drow, Queen of Pain, Bane, Earth Spirit. Different lineup. You know, not your typical. Neither of these lineups are just the You know, Spectre, Tiny, Windrunner. You know, we're getting a little bit of variation. Got a little bit of variation. And I'm happy. I'm happy for that at least.
Yeah, these heroes are going to blow up fast underneath this drowned slaughter, though. So we get a little bit of excitement. It's almost as if these people are listening to me. Shout out to my main man, Hiko, though. And again, he says he's going to pop off. He's Rock Lee without the weights. He's got his inner geeks released. He's Goku with Kaioken times 10. He's, can you give me a sports ball reference so we don't get this too weeby?
No. I got nothing.
You don't have any sports ball things to compare this to. There's no moment where someone just goes all out in... I guess baseball is a very boring sport, so you don't really go all out.
I guess, you know, maybe... no, I got nothing.
So much blood.
Never mind. I'm not even going to try.
All right, no attempt made by Bkop. Look at him go. Look at those legs. I'm excited. Got a little bit more pep in my step.
Total spawnage.
I want to see this slaughter the anti-mage. I want to see the puck slaughter. Ooh, Queen of Pain. Let's go. Anti-mage quelling blade slippers. 5 tangos. So he actually pulls a tango to one of his allies. Go sitting on 2. He got a bunch of stat items, so he's probably going to be going to double null, which is pretty common. Same goes for Queen of Pain. Actually, still inside the base, KXY. Not sure if he's lagging or something like that. I don't know. You need to get going, dude. No point in just sitting here. Come on. There we go. Boxes. We're swapping everything in and out of his inventory. This is a man with ADHD. I can respect that.
How do you know this? Jesus. All right. He's setting up a code for us. 6 4. Write this down. 5 4 4 5 1.
The numbers. What do
They
they
mean? What do they mean? I'm just over here like a beautiful mind. I get to be Tom Hanks in this one. Even though isn't it Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind, not Tom Hanks?
Yeah. I'll be Naruto, who was in that movie.
Is it Russell Crowe? Oh my god, did I just make a reference I don't know the answer to?
That would be pretty cringe. It's a good thing there's nobody watching.
Beautiful. Yeah, it is Russell Crowe. Okay.
It's like, wait, did somebody just break one of the bounty runs? No, I'm crazy. Excel!
He doesn't want it.
See
He's
that?
saving it. Bottle.
Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Playing the long game. He walked all the way back to base. Instead of his fountain, teleported in, now sitting at 250 out of 387 mana, and didn't pick the bounty rune for his teammates up so they'd have gold fast to get items when they need them. An interesting choice there by Excel, but, you know, I'm not the one playing this game. These guys might know something I don't, you know?
Not this time.
I'm going to call them out on that, on things other than, like, not having detection in a professional match. So, down bottom lane. It's probably going to start pretty slow against Slaughter, one of the better heroes at dealing with the anti-mage, but... Ooh, actually,
Sexy Fat.
he's still dropping pretty low. Sexy Fat,
He
how
might
do
be
you go to
dead.
the-
Not a lot of damage from the Drow, but enough should be there when they find him in the trees. There it is. First blood for Packus.
First blood.
A nice
And the
attempt. You
point
got to be
well
careful that
taken.
first wave, though. Again, Theodore was bringing things around for you, but your support's not with you. You got to watch it. All right. Bottom lane, Changes managed to grab this big boy creep. There's a shockwave, but you use it pretty quickly. And of course, we got the
Forward
action
smash.
coming out in mid.
On
Hiko's
RDO.
getting it handed to him.
And you go 4-0 to the Queen of Pain's 8-2 thus far. This KXY, he played this Nature's Prophet really well in the first game too.
Yep, he did. KXY's been popping off this tournament. A lot of these SA mids are impressing me. Again, Bkop
Being
is on the
top.
ping and mid.
Dying a tower. So mostly gotten tossed under the tower by the Tiny onto the Bloodseeker. Tried to run away, ends up dead. And bottom Pepita. Not feeling too comfortable yet in this lane, although 8-0, so not too bad at the moment.
Somewhere, someone lays
Player goes down. Mid lane, Hiko needs to start catching up. He's definitely super far behind in CS, but this is what he was talking to me about. He's got that low ping, so he's able to dodge the daggers here by Faker. Ooh, top lane.
Taking a look, Pakas. Sexy Fat getting the kill there. So what started with first blood for the Drow, all of a sudden, Sexy Fat getting the kill. They also get a sell earlier, and so far so good for Haven Liberty up top. We'll say mid, different story. He could get out CS by double.
Yeah, I hate to see it. I think this is going to be a little bit easier for him as the lane goes on. For now, it's just bigger. I'm trying to come up with a reason here. I don't got it though. I mean, Hiko should be winning this much easier. All right, go for it. I'm surprised Hiko doesn't play more aggressive. He should be able to go on the Queen of Pain and kill her here, but he doesn't. He's just afraid. Again, he's able to jump forward with his winning rift. In fact, he's got the 2-second silent duration on it. He should just be able to win this matchup here.
Maybe
Right now, we
a
could
little
kill
bit-
him too.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
playing a little bit too conservative. But the blink forward from KXY. Now this feels like a moment where you turn. But the rolling boulder coming in, phase shift, wisely done by Hiko. Still gets hit by the boulder smash and waning rifts back towards the mid lane. So Michael doesn't get the kill. And Hiko, maybe the fact that he's playing this lane so conservatively is what allows him to live there and avoid Michael and avoid dying.
That's true, yeah. And you got the double damage rune on Queen of Pain. This is what separates the good mid players from the bad ones. Your ability to get the rune spawn where you need it, okay? That's why I'm not a good mid player. Runes never spawn where I need them to be.
Avalanche, Blood right onto his cell, tossing him up. He's been silenced, trying to run. Not much Pakas can do, but he throws a multi-shot out, so actually keeps the Bane alive. They don't want to fight into that.
Queen of Pain does back off for a little while to grab this bounty rune, and still pretty far behind on, a little bit behind on CS.
Avalanche toss. And the Blood right once again. They'll get a cell, they stay by, they get the kill. Quap over bottom. They lose KXY. Duster with a double kill, and he's going to grab this bounty rune in the 5-minute mark.
Did leave RDO hanging though, which is unfortunate. But that'll ruin KXY's game. Again, he was bodying Hiko here in the mid lane. And of course, he tries to go to anti-mage. Duster getting 2 kills there. My only complaint there is that he didn't give up those kills to anti-mage. Again, being able to get this battlefield online that much faster would have made the game easier. Unfortunately, he did get them on Duster, but KXY could just go down again here. Just needs one creep on Puck to be able to secure this. Get the level 6, he's got it. A Dream Coil coming out while you got all these heroes around, meaning death of Queen of Pain. Again, he can just toss this Quap out of the Dream Coil towards the end of it, and she's stunned. So here we go. Hiko, it's time for you to show us your power.
Dire should look to their middle.
Not going
maybe
for it,
not.
but the pressure is good to put some damage onto the mid-tier 1.
Dire structures are fortified. There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Pressure's here. Unfortunately, they lose the catapult. All right, Hiko trying to get into position for this. Everyone is here. Here we go.
Well, Avalanche, Blood right down. Sonic Wave used, pushes them back. And they get the kill in a Duster. They lose KXY.
You can.
Hiko now needs to leave, but Cell and Michael. Ooh, Rolling Boulder did hit Theo Okura. I didn't think it would, and they've got the stun. They've got the Blood right down. They'll get the kill. So they get themselves a second, and Haven Liberty coming out ahead on that one.
Draw Ranger now here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do anything, so just keeps him off the tower. That's something. But, oh, the bottom lane. RDO, he's too powerful. pops that counterspell at the same time Peter throws that damage amp on him. And now they turn on him. It's go time for them. And throw another impetus to get him.
Blink, scream, out on a duster. Oh, bit of right clicks coming in.
They don't want to commit too hard right onto PETA there. While the Enchantress was chasing him, he did have 3 stacks of that bash deep on himself. So we're going to turn around and bash and whack him for like 200, 300 damage. Really, the damage amp on him. They're slowing down Bax's farm. And take a look at the net worth chart. Things have turned around this game for Haven Liberty. They're up 2k gold. Top net worth chart, 2 heroes, Bloodseeker and Anti-Mage. We're having a good time now.
Avalanche, Rupture, and the toss onto the Drow. Blood right, Pack is dead rights on this one. Was trying to at least make a trade happen with a cell TPing over. Anti-Mage now follows this up, and it looks like maybe RDO and Sexy Fat will swap lanes.
On the hunt for Radiant forces.
Oh, jumps forward and burns that last brain drop from Queen of Pain. 7 to his 6 now. Game turns on its head just like that against
Swing
600
forward from RDO. He's level 6. He might want to go for this. Drow coming in. Could put a Blood Right down right as the Drow TP's in. Avalanche toss within the Blood Right. Mana Void used. And they're looking to get this kill. Still don't have it. Theoakura low on health. Has the mana, but doesn't have anything off cooldown. Sexy Fat drops. So does Theoakura. Pack is dead for that. But very clumsy commitment coming in from Haven Liberty.
Yeah, that was a costly rotation. You're very happy about that one. You do have to put 5 heroes in your lane, but fortunately for Infamous, 5 heroes into one lane isn't punished because everyone's starting to make their way on Haven Liberty and just forced to get back afterwards. RDO stands a couple of CS in the mid lane, but we're getting to the point where Hiko would be pretty happy taking this tower. It's sitting pretty low at only 400. But enemies aren't willing to give this one up. They're sitting the 2 big boys on their team in front of it, so not a chance.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Top
3k lead
lane.
right now. Top lane with Theoakura coming over. Bloodseeker right here could be the combination once again with the Rupture as well as the toss.
He's long gone now, sees that they're up to something, gets way back. Thankfully that ward is up there, but they probably scouted it out now. Theoakura unfortunately doesn't have any sentries on. Actually, yeah, this sentry over here should give you vision of that sentry on the high ground, right? Or sorry, observer. They just don't have vision up on top of the hill. Unless RDO were to blink up there.
Tis mine.
I think it might. Fine KXY. Ooh, blink.
Oh!
Rupture and the Blood Right. There's the TP out. A lot of damage being done, but not enough to get the kill. They do spot these stacks, so might just want to go grab these.
Theoakura definitely messed that one up, missed the avalanche, and cost them that Queen of Pain kill. That would have been big for them. Unlucky.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Alright. Hiko playing very far forward in the mid lane. He has to be careful though. PETA and Michael have a lot of lockdown between the 2 of them. Stand up this puck and bring him down.
Looking over mid. Hiko here with Duster.
Instinct Hiko.
4v2.
While all this is happening though.
Ooh, Pagus?
Dire's top
Yep.
tower is under attack.
Max is doing that in the bottom lane, and RDO having the time of his life over here in top. Now only 1,400 gold from his Battle Fury. He's got treads and a Wraith Band as well. So making pretty good timing now. He was slowed down just a little bit. Some aggression with the enemy heroes. They're looking to get him though. They got the squad.
Scan.
They're
Perfect.
scanning out though. They're
Yeah,
too good.
Really well done.
Dire should look to their top
I
tower.
want to know which one of them scanned this.
And that was
Look
a
at how
really,
far
really
forward.
good scan.
Oh
Dire's middle
no.
tower denied.
Mid tower. Ooh, Sword Art dead. Blood Right comes in. Silence onto the Earth Spirit. Take out a second. Pepita and Michael are gone. Magnetize onto these heroes, but they don't quite care. Sexy Fat moving forward has the Rupture. So a Cell who doesn't have a TP. Fiend's Grip. Blood Right. That comes in. Sonic Wave used. They'll get the kill. No Cell. They'll lose Theoakura KXY. Getting at least one in that exchange.
Not bad. One thing that's not so great about that one is the fact they did end up getting the denial of the mid tower with Slardar, so not as much gold going your way. But yeah, and while all this is happening, RDO farming. When you're taking these favorable fights and your anti-mage isn't part of them, you're very happy. The anti-mage is going to out-carry and be like a direct counter to this Drow Ranger. She's on top, or when anti-mage is on top, or she doesn't get the marksmanship. And of course, anyone who can gap that distance against the Drow Ranger is very good.
This lineup has just been able to really move around the map and just open up so much space for RDO.
Mm-hmm. Right. Bottom lane. Looking for a kill here onto Duster. Not sure if they're going to be able to grab it, though. Two guys. They ping out the Observer Ward. See that now.
Pepita. There's the Corrosive Haze on a Theo Core. Duster coming over. They'll grab this tier 1 tower. They might even want to go for the Slardar afterwards. Toss. Ooh, Dream Coil coming in from Hiko. They're right up on him. Avalanche to follow it up. KXY as well as Michael are here. They've already used the Dream Coil, but they've done a lot of damage on the KXY where maybe he doesn't want to fight this. They'll use Rupture, blink away from KXY and the TP out, but they'll get 2.
Happy to have
7K lead.
They make their way toward Poxus, but he senses something is amiss and backs off, as does Excel. But look at this area of the map they control. Right now, they're just limited to this space on Infamous. Again, you're playing against an anti-mage. He's going to be taking full advantage of the amount of space he has on this map. You lose KXY to the position for his support now.
Core getting the kill. Corrosive Haze on to Hiko. He'll just jaunt away in that illusory orb. Bloodseeker's coming over, so if they chase this, it puts them into a really poor position.
I think they're going to, though. They're feeling pretty desperate right now. They're still sitting pretty far forward.
Look at how little farm Slardar has and how far away he is from his Blink Dagger.
I mean, you picked him last. This is your favorable matchup against the anti-mage, and he's not having a very good time. Meanwhile, anti-mage double damage and farming the enemy team jungle and pushing out the link to tier 2.
Not even moving. Hit with the Rupture, Blood Right, and the kill off the toss. They could potentially find more. Dream Coil available. A cell? That did not spot him, but now they've got vision, and there's the pause. I think Michael was, he wasn't moving. Probably knew he was dead to rights.
Welcome to your BTS Pro Series Whack Amiibo Pause, brought to you by Monster Energy, everyone. Pause with speed with Monster, and we're good to go. Look at that Monster bringing us these speedy pauses. Come on.
So, Avalanche out. And there's the Waning Rift, Illusory Orb, not landing to get the kill just yet, but Blood Right's down, Sonic Wave hits on a Hiko, and down goes this Puck. Sexy Fat on the run. As Blood Right in a second, slowed up, hit with the Corrosive Haze, and throws the Blood Right down, but Slytherin Crush with a couple right clicks ends up getting the kill, all the while RDO continuing to farm. He now has that Battle Fury.
But Delacor is going to go down here, unfortunately. Managed to grab him as he sits in the bottom lane. They don't want to lose the tier 1 tower here, but with several heroes down already, and having their eyes on this anti-mage as he works towards Manta style. He got the 16-minute, sorry, he had it at 15 minutes, the 15-minute Battle Fury Yasha Wraithband treads. Not bad. Not a bad start at all.
Dire should look to their top tower.
He's on top of the net worth by quite a lot. They'll get the tier 1 tower over bottom and they'll smoke after it. The question is, can they get anything with this smoke?
They need to be able to pick off RDO, but they just haven't managed to get their hands on him. This smoke is one of their pretty good chances. Again, they've got everybody grouped up. They've got... I think it's just too hard before you get Blink Dagger on the Slardar, though, to be real with you. 200 gold off still. They just control too much of the map on Haven Liberty right now. Again, they opened a little bit up by taking that tier 1 tower on the bottom finally. The mid's still up, and puck on your team, it makes things difficult. Tiny as well wants to play very aggressive in the enemy face, and that will give you lots of information, obviously.
Lead. Bloodseeker, he's got the Veil, he's going into the Yules. Puck, meanwhile, going Orchid after picking up this Blink Dagger, has 2100 gold saved up. And he just watches this Anti-Mage continues to extend his lead, and there's really not much here for Pakis. He's got a Dragonlance and a Yasha, but that's about it. But Peta finally picks up that Blink Dagger, but it has been, you know, a long road to that Blink Dagger for him.
Now has the Van Brace on Anti-Mage. I have a moral question for you we'll talk about after this engagement here.
Rupture, Fiend's Grip, and the Sonic Wave. They commit a lot there. 3-man Dream Coil. Magnetize comes out onto the puck. They've got the toss out onto the Slaughter. They've got the damage to kill off KXY. They'll get themselves one. So now Magnetize still rolling. Pepita on the run. Impetus shots coming through. Drow comes over trying to get the kill to Theo. Core might be able to do so with the rolling boulder in from Michael. A cell ends up dropping. Down goes Duster. Here comes Slardar. Slithering Crush right clicks looking for the Mana Void. And finally throws it on a Pakis, but the damage just isn't enough. And now you've got the Corrosive Haze. RDO forced to blink away. That did not go well for Haven Liberty. They left a lot of heroes on low health.
Biggest issue there was they weren't 100% committed to that on Haven Liberty. Anti-Mage thought for a very long time before he even decided to teleport in. And after he did, he was just kind of sitting beside the tower there, not really sure when it was safe. If he decided to commit right away, he knew what he wanted to do. Great, they take that fight, no problem. Maybe throw out the Mana Void onto the Queen of Haven, everybody's grouped up. But they just didn't get that much use out of his hero there. I think he's still too afraid to really commit before getting that Manta style. So a little bit more confidence there from RDO. I definitely think that fight would have turned out in their favor, but net worth and XP change go in the favor of Infamous there. About 900 gold and almost 1500 XP. Slowly clawing their way back with team fights like that one. Alright, let's go. And starting to group up towards mid lane. Theo, of course, sexy fat Hiko, this toys.
Puck actually goes off the Orchid and now into the Boots Travel Dagger. They've got the Rupture, but the toss is on the wrong hero. Blink Slither and Crush comes through on a Steel Core. Dream Coil on it too, as well as the Waning Rift. They've got the Silence. They look over the Queen of Pain, but the Nightmare keeps him alive, at least for now. So now the Yules, as well as the Boulder Smash, Geomagnetic Grip coming out on a RDO. They'll get the kill on the Theo Core. They'll look towards the back lines of this fight. Boulder right down, silences up the Drow. Sexy Fat in trouble. Pops the Essence Ring, hit with the Slither Crush from Pepita. And they'll get the kill on a Sexy Fat. So this is slowly falling apart for Haven Liberty. Not sure if they want to just commit to RDO farming up some more, as these engagements have not worked out in their favor.
No, his initiations haven't been great. That time, again, he just got interrupted in the middle of casting that Mana Void. He did have Manta Style that time as well. Did keep that stun off on him. But biggest issue there, number one, is that the Rupture into tossing the creep. I mean, you just try to combo him instead, and I think he's dead, and you win the team fight. Now you've given up Roshan. And the game's becoming harder and harder for you. You're already winning. I feel like you're playing yourself, trying to do these outplays of the enemies. All right, they'll be able to get Bane here.
Easy kill on a cell with the Avalanche Toss with the Blood Riot.
And they make their way through the enemy team's jungle. I don't think they'll be able to catch KX, but he's very aware that there's multiple heroes running at him. And of course, blinks in the trees after maximizing his CS and shoving out the wave, goes home. And RDO, this will open up the tower for him. Come on. There we go. Push the tower. There's a sliver of health left, 150. Stop. Alright, there we go.
Dire structures.
I don't know about... Alright, whatever. Move our eyes over to the mid. Anti-Mage definitely gonna get that tier 1, or sorry, tier 2. But we'll see if they manage to get this favorable setup at the start of the fight. The Rupture Toss combo is definitely something that they shouldn't try this time, considering what they did last time. Again, you get the wrong hero, suddenly it messes up everything for you. You've wasted that tool that gives you so much more avalanche damage.
$10K lead in this game still feels pretty close at times, just based on the initiation.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, you will outpace the enemy team. The anti-mage will outfarm the Drow Ranger, and of course, it'll beat the Drow Ranger in these fights. The matter is if
Dire's top tower is under
you can't be the only hero this far ahead on your team, and you do need the follow-up from your allies behind you. Where am I hearing the sleep? I heard sleep somewhere. Whatever.
Sexy Fat going
Dire's
for
top
Tone.
tower is under attack.
And then, like I said, Hiko going for the Dragon.
Teams playing very tight together right now. Alright, they're smoked up again on Infamous. Looking for something Sexy Fat, just kind of sitting here. Are they looking for the anti-mage? I don't think they'll be able
Avalanche
to get him.
toss on the 3. They back up, rolling Boulder, not going to catch Theo Core, so they just back away easily.
It's a failed smoke gank. Anti-mage is playing very far back. They don't know quite where the enemy team is. They'll know in a second here. This guy probably, he'll push forward again into these tier 3s. Probably pop that Mantis style, get a couple hits off on the tower, and back up again. Playing very scared, even though you can see the enemies.
Rupture. That comes through. And let's see if they get the kill. They got the Aegis out of the hands of Packus very quickly. And look over as Rolling Boulder as well as Magnetize on RDO. We'll pop the Manta and blink away. They got Duster in some trouble. Right clicks coming out from Packus onto this Enchantress. Blood Ride's down. Duster ends up dead. They look over at Sexy Fat. They'll control the Bloodseeker. They have a Yules for the TP. So Sexy Fat, he'll end up dead. 2 heroes gone on the side of Haven Liberty. Infamous not losing any.
Things you were
It seems like a common theme here for Sexy Fat the last couple of minutes. Had a great start to his game, but now just death after death while trying to disengage these fights for his allies now. Anti-Mage, it's feeling like he's a little bit lost, to be honest with you. He needs something to lock down the enemies. He's going for the Eye of Scotty. Again, I talked about how great of an item this is against these range boys. Slows them by 50%, reduces the regen they have. But the Drow Ranger, the Queen of Pain, will never be able to get away with you once you have this.
Tower is under attack.
Southern
question
Crush,
is,
right
do you
clicks
get caught?
onto the puck.
Dream Coil is available.
Ooh. Will they get this kill? No, they won't. They almost got Hiko. They still want it, though. There's the blink away and the enchant on a Pepita.
Fortunately, you're not going to be able to catch this guy with Yule's Blink. He just gets around too fast. He's vulnerable too often. I'm surprised Puck didn't drop that Dream Coil there, though. See if he drops it in this next team fight. Again, I think they're in a pretty good place to take one.
For the
But
twins.
they could always wait until Anti-Mage finishes his Scotty just to be safe.
There's only 1,200 gold away from that.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yep.
under attack.
Makes perfect sense.
I'll take that.
Maybe he grabs a decent neutral item, 27 minutes tier 3. Gets himself a Paladin Sword again. It's a little bit easier for him to play aggressive further up. The best one for him.
Sort meanwhile,
My-
Blink Yule's clumsy net. Drow had picked up that butterfly.
He's going to need MKB pretty badly on this anti-mage after you're done the Scotty, but he's got Basher keyed up. I do agree with that one. You need to be able to lock these people down. When you see this Drow Ranger has the butterfly,
Sure. And the sword, RKXY, Sonic Wave that hits on the Theo Core as well as Duster. The Rolling Boulder comes in, but it's not going to land on anybody. They get the kill on the Theo Core. They use the feed strip out on a Duster with the Blink Forward coming out from KXY, and the Rolling Boulder hitting on to the Enchantress from Michael. They get the kill on the Duster. Dream Coil now onto the Queen of Pain. Here comes RDO, but he's hit with a Nightmare.
wake him up, wake him
Snap
up!
the Dream Coil,
Oh!
and put out onto KXY. Gets the kill onto the Queen of Pain. Now they're looking over at Pepita as RDO makes the jump forward. Loser Orb right on top. Ooh, clumsy net stops him in his tracks. Right click's coming in, so their crush is there. Now they've got the Gust. Silence onto this anti-mage, doing a lot of damage with the Corrosive Haze. They'll get the kill on RDO. Hiko now needs to lose the Orb away. They get the kill onto the anti-mage. Infamous, the damage from this Drow with the Corrosive Haze at level 2 from the Slardar is enough from the Gust. Or enough with the Gust to finish him off.
Dealt 987 damage in 1 second to this anti-mage. I mean, he got his Scotty towards the tail end of that fight, but again, some of these blink forward is so awkward and just not quite finishing off any of these heroes. Anti-mage, I think he needs to just work on his priority targeting and whether or not he wants to go in. RDO is not impressing me this game. He had excellent farm, but his choices just aren't good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh man, you have all the tools you need to win this game. You've been ahead in network, but your way of taking these fights have been awful.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Toxis now is sniping his towers. Got the Titan sliver and his or his backpack now, but he's also holding on to this growth bow, deciding whether or not he wants to attack range or status resistance. Magic resistance is important.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Duster's just dead.
Fuels, Duster. Look at the Southern Crush, Corrosive Haze, and the right clicks from Packus at 2 shot.
I know I should
Dire's
respect the
bottom
dead,
tower is
but
under
first
attack.
you'll have to earn it.
I think he's feeling a bit lost, but look at these wards here. They know exactly where anti-mage is going. Every time they leave past their tier 2s, they all know. Despite the fact you controlled this part of this was the only part of the map that you controlled in the early game for Infamous. They now have everything. Despite playing against anti-mage, despite the enemy team being 6k up still. This is wild.
Under attack.
Minimum respawn on Roche, and it's going to be a short one.
Is, and this could be a good thing for Infamous, as all their heroes have just set up around the pit. This is a very quick spawn timer. Anti-mage still a ways away from his basher, and Butterfly done on the Drow Ranger. And Link is feared done on the Drow Ranger. I'm not even sure you can win man fights against you anymore. You need that MKB first.
Lincoln's pop, Rupture there, Dream Coil out onto 2 of these heroes. They've got the Blood right down. You don't want to snap the Dream Coil. They look over, RDO comes in with Sonic Wave. The counterspell is placed, but now they've got the Fiend's Grip. They get the kill into Packus to take out a lot of the damage on the side of Infamous with the impetus shots coming in from Duster, but it's not going to be enough to kill off anybody else just yet. They have the Yules on Pepita. Blood right down. BKB's been popped, and now they finish off Michael. What could have been a good fight for Infamous now turns really well for Haven Liberty. They might even find a +1 on a cell. He's out of mana.
Pain?
RDO has Mana Void. Kill.
No, into Roshan. Somebody needs to tank this for him, though. Alright, Duster, get in there. You got untouchable. Look at the Roshan with the slow hits. You got slow hands. Right. This is very big for them now. I was super worried about them being able to take this fight, but they finally commit on top of the Drow super hard. And once Drow is dead, everyone else becomes a lot easier to bring down. That is where the majority of the damage is coming from, and that is the only hero that can really hurt this anti-mage at this point. So, Haven Liberty finally taking a fight in the correct way. Getting on top of this Drow Ranger. Gets the Aegis, has the cheese. Needs to build this Basher MKB up next, though. More solutions to this Drow Ranger is going to make this game much easier for Haven Liberty. It's go time, though.
RDO so far forward.
Is under attack.
I almost feel like you commit onto a Peta there after you have that corrosive haze on him. You know, man to dodge the Slithering Crush and go. Quickening Charm found. It's going to be excellent for either Tiny or Puck.
Puck putting onto the clumsy net. Hiko. There's a Sentry Ward down, so they had vision of him.
Can Infamous start getting a hold on this again?
Well
the Dream
used,
Coil.
and well, it looks like the Puck's in trouble for a second, but they've got the silence out onto the Drow, and a lot of damage being done. Now Yule's into the air. Sonic Wave hits on 3 of these heroes. They look over and continue forward to try and finish off this fight from the side of Haven Liberty, but they go after Michael with the Magnetize, hitting them. They're trying to run on Infamous. Look at where Sexy Fat is onto the backlines. They find themselves Michael. They have the Rupture out on a KXY. They'll get the kill to Michael as well as a Cell.
Still ruptured over there on the backline inside the enemy base, but they opt not to go for him. So they take out these 2 heroes, but again, they really don't matter. They need to be able to bring down this Drow Ranger and or Queen of Pain as quickly as possible. It's just the Drow that can kill the anti-mage. Alright.
Looking over. Pepita.
Yules.
Neph, right clicks coming in. Pepita ends up dead. Duster gets the kill. Now they look over the Queen of Pain. Gust used, hits the anti-mage. They've got the silence on the Queen of Pain now back up in the air. Clicks just aren't going to matter as KXY, he ends up dead. 4 heroes dead. Now they've got the Dream Coil. Drow in trouble. Glyph is used to try and deter them from going in. They pop the Lincolns. They'll get the Mana Void. They'll kill off Packers. They've taken out the entire side of Infamous.
Finally, things start to go their way. I mean, they always were, but the fights, finally, on top of Drow Ranger, on top of Queen of Pain. That was a beautiful Dream Coil by Hiko onto the only 2 heroes that mattered at the start of that double engagement there. They get the tier 3s, they get the barracks, and they'll probably manage to grab this next tier 2 before the enemies are up. If not, the next set of racks after that. Let's go, Haven Liberty. Infamous, they need a way back into this. This game is supposed to be super hard for them. They've done an amazing job so far, but I'm not sure where they go from here. It only gets harder. Last time, the team fight was super dangerous. 7k net worth lead on Haven Liberty. Now 22k up. And you have to worry about one of your lanes constantly being shoved in.
22k, such an advantage. Finally pulling it together as Haven Liberty.
Gets this Basher complete, and I agree with what he's doing right now. He's got the Basher, he sees Drow has the Butterfly, he says, okay, I don't want to leave this up to RNG. We're taking no chances. I'm building this MKB right after my Basher. I'm not hard committing for that Abyssal Blade. Let's go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There we go. Shredding through this tower here. Solar Crest makes it a little bit easier for him. Again, I think that I want to say they should back off until they get the MKB on Anti-Mage. They only have a minute and a half left on this Aegis. They might want to try and take advantage of that one. Because again, they're going to have to commit a lot of resources on the Anti-Mage to bring him down the first time. They might just win with this Aegis. Jumping around everywhere. The Mindbreaker was an excellent pickup for him. I was thinking that as well. And being able to get on top of the Slardar, stun him out for a couple seconds. You can burn through all of somebody's mana with Anti-Mage, especially if you have illusions on top of them.
Yeah.
In that 1.5 seconds where there's silence with this thing. Powerful champ.
21,000. Hard for Infamous to want to be the aggressors on this one. But they do smoke, so maybe I'll be proven wrong.
I mean, they were the aggressors for a while, and it was working for them. It was these bad initiations that lost
Rush
the
coming
fights.
through onto the Bloodseeker. The right clicks come in and almost 3-shot. They got the silence onto the Drow, and they continue forward. They get the kill on a Sexy Fat Sonic Wave off screen. I believe they're going in onto the puck. They'll look for Hiko. They'll get the kill to take the Aegis out of the hands of the Anti-Mage. So Infamous down by so much. They end up being the aggressors. They end up doing a lot of damage. They've got Duster throwing the right clicks with the Impetus. RDO with the second life gets the kill onto the Drow. Dip for 80 seconds without buyback. Now Blood Right snaps the Dream Coil. Will be stuck and killed by RDO. Now looking forward at a cell. Take out a third. Triple kill for the Anti-Mage. Over towards this Earth Spirit. They'll take out Michael. We have buyback on the Slardar and the Bane, and that gets used at least on the Slardar immediately. They'll push into the tier 3 tower.
They're just not able to take these fights without the Drow Ranger up. Again, the Drow is the solution to the Anti-Mage with this Corrosive Haze. They got a great initiation, but having to deal with 2 Anti-Mage lives and the buyback on the puck was too much. Again, when you get the initiation for Infamous, great, you're doing an excellent job. When you can't have it, you're just countered out and too much net worth.
Buyback wasn't done just yet. His buyback icon wasn't gone just yet. They'll also kill Vegeta. Mid rack's gone, bottom rack's looking like it's not long for this world, and this should be the game for the side of Haven Liberty.
Mega Creep's now done, and they don't GG yet on Infamous, but what do they do here? Your Ranger's up in a couple seconds, but you don't have the Slaughter. It's so easy for them to get on top of you. They did so much right in these team fights. Again, that last one with Anti-Mage had the Aegis. They ended up controlling him for enough time for to take down Puck and everything like that, but they deal with 2 lives, which is too much. There it is, the GG. Haven Liberty managing to take a game. And, you know, I'm happy about it. I love seeing these 1-1s. The game's being contested, different heroes being picked, and while they did an amazing job on Infamous, being able to contest like what Haven Liberty was doing to them, Haven Liberty ultimately, their picks were, I think, just better for this game. Queen of Pain too hard to play against the puck, and of course ATB to be able to jump onto your back line is just too strong against the Drow Ranger. So, despite them putting up such a good fight against Haven Liberty's draft, Haven Liberty, just outbrained them there. Not in the fights, but in the drafts.
Yeah, they end up splitting the series. That's our second split of the day. And we move on to another South American matchup as it's Team Brazil up against Thunder Predator. Should be a pretty decent matchup. I'm very excited about this one. Brazil has looked good at times, and so has Thunder Predator. So we'll see who comes out on top with that one. And that's going to be up next. So we'll be back with that series in just a moment. Hope you guys get some snacks. Stay tuned. Grab a monster, and we'll be back in just a second. See you soon.